Alright, let's see here. Looks like we're live. Alright. Okay, so greetings, Varlets. I am Interrogator Rosario Rivas, Attaché to Milady Inquisitor Marcom of the Order Hereticus, and welcome to Looking Cute and Painted Minis. I'm coming at you live from the grim dark future, currently broadcasting from the high world of Virago. The theme music for the stream, as you can hear playing right now, is Cordial Lamented Hope by the venerable liturgist Adam Bell. We also have music for Warhammer 40k Mechanicus, which is composed by Guillaume David and the copyright Bulwark Studios, and music for Warhammer 40k Dark Tide, which is composed by Jesper Cade and the copyright of Fat Shark Games. All of the music is provided to us by FuelMusic.io and Bixby.com. And already got somebody in the chat. Hey, Stratus. He's saying ahoy, Rosario. How you doing, Stratus? How you have a good week? Alright, so today we're continuing to paint Vilitch the Chaos Space Marine, leader of the Maledictors. One thing I noticed last week is there was actually a piece missing. I had not glued on one of these feathers at the back, particularly this big long one. So I went ahead and glued that on after the stream last week and painted it to look like the other ones. And that Stratus says pretty good. Been a bit cold, but I survived, lol. How about you? Yeah, it's a little cold here in Virago too. So yeah, but I'm doing good. Yeah, just a very hectic week, a lot of work to do. No rest for those members of the Inquisition. So this is our progress. We already covered the base coats of a good majority of the model. We're going to go ahead and get started on adding more detail to the base that we've already covered. We will not be adding any detail yet to the staff or anything like that. Yeah, because I feel like we're going to start kind of getting in the way a little bit of paid work. So we'll leave the staff for very much later. And just as a recap, the colors reviewed so far have been Magaroth Knight and Baraknar Burgundy. Alright, so first color we're gonna work on will be... Let's think about this for a second. I think I'm gonna go with the color of the armor. So that'll be Cantor Blue. And Headphone Actor saying howdy. Howdy, Headphone Actor. How you been? How was your week? How goes the Trench Crusade project? Right now, just shake it out the paint a little bit. And also, so you're aware, I'll be using size 0 Grabby. And Headphone Actor said, going back home made my friend drive so I can watch the stream. Oh, nice. Tell your friend I say hello. Good friends don't let other friends stream and drive. And Headphone Actor said, well, so far so good. Got those minis printed, but not the custom one yet. Hopefully soon. Ooh. Yeah, you'll have to show me. Alright, so making sure that the brush is nice and wet Because again, just like last week, you kind of want the paint to be a little watered down. You want to make sure that the paint is coming in a little bit light, I guess, for lack of a better word. So that we're painting on several coats. Okay, that's looking like a good consistency. And we have 78 Rose saying hello. Hi, 70 Rose. How you been? How's your week been? What you been up to? Right now to catch people up, we are adding Kentor Blue to the Mini, and we're using size 0 Grabby for the brush. And we're only painting the armor. But again, we're trying to avoid using any of the... Well, let me rephrase. We're not trying to use. We're trying to avoid any of the deeper recesses of the model. Try to give that nice gradient.
Et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus, Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Amen.
Sonny Rose says, just got a commercial as you were saying hi back. No worries. I was just saying hello and asking how your week was. And then kind of just going over a little bit of what the plan is for today. So again, we're kind of just painting the armor right now. And we're using Kentor Blue of Citadel Paints. And size is 0 Grabby. Seven-year-old says it was okay. Wow, that's good to hear. Mine was pretty good. Can't complain. Primarily just keeping very busy. The Inquisition always keeps me pretty busy. They have been excited to get back on the model. Yeah, unfortunately, it was Administratum week at the Inquisition, so we had to deal with a lot of Administratum lackeys and bureaucrats trying to curtail our expenses. And Hefraktor says, oh yeah, also random side note, the dorks that poked a hole in their boat at the reach yesterday passed it up today. Haha. Oh, nice to hear. Phone actor said, also Imperial Advance doing my favorite song from the Dark Tide OST. Yeah, it's really good. Chummer, which is the one I like, cured a lot in a lot of the trailers for Dark Tide, but I can't remember the name of it. I didn't put it on the playlist, primarily because it's a little bit too hyper and upbeat. I'm kind of looking for more of a chill soundtrack. Visa saying hello. Hi, Visa. How's it going? Doing good? Have a good week? What you been up to? Anybody been working on any new projects throughout the week? And Heaven Actor says, oh yeah, tomorrow I pick up the minis that got printed. Gotta go get brushes, primer, and paints now. Ooh, nice. You got anything particular you want to buy as far as brushes, primers, and paints? Oh, and this is actually another good one from the Dark Tide OST. And I feel like it's the right amount of calm for this stream. And Heaven Actor says, yeah, this sounds goes hard. Sure does. Like, I feel like you can't really go wrong with a lot of soundtrack from Dark Tide. Jesper Kid really knew what he was doing when he made it. And I think I saw that they did an interview of him recently. I have to check it out. But great composer. Headphone Actor says, and not sure of what brushes I need, and still not sure on paints, haha. Need to think fast. Yeah, I mean, I would say hold off on buying anything until you know for sure what you need. Yeah, Stratus says finding the right brushes is key. Oh, it most definitely is. Which reminds me, I gotta buy some higher end brushes at some point soon. I know I've been recommended Da Vinci a few times, so I might try to check those out. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. It's happening. I'll actually look at what the costs are. If I can even get it over here. When I just says, yeah, what kind of brushes do you recommend? Like essentials? That's a difficult question to answer. What I use are these grabby brushes. And they've been pretty useful as of now. The problem is they kind of lose their point pretty quickly. So I end up having to go through a few. But from what I've heard, you can't really go wrong with like Da Vinci or... Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not well versed on brushes, but Da Vinci's the one I hear about a lot. And then of course there's the brushes that Squidmar makes, or at least the ones that they advertise a lot, which I forget the name of it. But like I said, they're made by Squidmar, but you can only get them in Europe, so you can't get them in the US. So if you're in the US, you're SOL on that one. And Hecatone saying, ooh, how go the Swins? Also, good morning to you, Rosario Rivas Art and chat. Hey, welcome back, Hecatone. How you been? How was your week? Oh, here comes my favorite, Beetlejuice. Headphone actor says, "Oh, I see. Thanks for the info, though." Hey, no problem. I feel like it can never go wrong with Citadel. So if you want to get just some basic stuff from Citadel, you'll need something with a fine enough tip for your detailing and your basic brush and something for dry brushing. I would say those are like your big three. Thank you for that, Seabass. And Hecaton says been working on Drukhari Raider, focused mainly on the tank transport over the tank crew. Ooh. I don't hear a lot of people working on Drukhari. So that's pretty neat. And Seabass saying good evening. Hecaton saying, OMG, I haven't seen that meme in forever. It's a good one for sure. And then Seabass saying, my pleasure. How you been? How was your week? Headphone I just said that meme do be a classic, Lamau. Sure is. That's kind of surprising that's a loyalist Space Marine and not a traitor Space Marine. Because a noise Marine would make a whole lot more sense. And Seabass has been good, working on Patreon stuff and taking pictures. Oh, nice. What you taking pictures of? Any new models you worked on? And then he said, actually, to pose for the day, lol. No worries.
Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre.
And Seabass says new models and some spicy things. Ooh. Keep it vague. Well, Varlet, if you'd like to know what Seabass is up to, make sure to check out his Instagram. Let me see if I can post it up for you.
Como también nosotros perdonamos a los que nos ofenden. No nos dejes caer en tentación y líbranos del mal. Amén.
Alright, and there it is. So if you like to keep up with Seabass's work, then follow Mer. He is also a miniature painter, or more of a statuette painter. Seabass saying, thank you, you're welcome. My pleasure. So I feel like we're getting a nice gradient here. Very smooth transition from the rich and dark purples to a more bluish color. Again, for those of you who came in late, I am currently painting with Cantor Blue. Oh, and Rentrick diciendo, hola, hola, ¿cómo estás? Junto voy a manejar. ¿Me cuentas qué estás pintando? Rentrick just said, hello, hello, how are you doing? Just about to drive, you tell me what you're painting? Pues Rentrick, estoy pintando a Vilitch el Maldecidor, que es originalmente de Age of Sigmar, pero quien convertí a un Space Marine de Warhammer 40k. Le cambié el arma que tenía aquí en este brazo derecho, o mejor dicho izquierdo, y le añadí esta mochila, para que funcionara como un Space Marine. Especialmente un Aspiring Champion, que es como lo voy a usar en mi kill team. And I just told Rentrick kind of the rundown of the model. I told him this Vilitch the Curseling, who I kitbashed from Age of Sigmar into Warhammer 40k, and who I added this pistol right here, changed his weapon, and then I added this backpack. And we have a first-time chatter saying, Best Taco 21, hi from Mexico, looks awesome. Hi, Best Taco. My name is Rosario Rivas. I am an interrogator and an attaché to Milady Inquisitor Marcom of the Order Hereticus, and this is Looking Cute and Painting Minis. We're currently painting Vilitch the Curseling, who I kitbashed from a Age of Sigmar Chaos Champion to a Warhammer 40k Chaos Space Marine. How'd you come across my channel? Did you just happen to be browsing on Twitch, or did you find me some other way? Yeah, pretty much what we do here is we paint minis and we relax to some calming music and just chat about the hobby we love or any other kind of a nerdy thing we like to talk to. We can talk about movies, video games, anime, you name it. Are you familiar with Warhammer 40k at all? And Besto Taco 21 was as said, I was looking at the miniature section from Twitch and I looked you painting, so I'm here saying hi. Well, welcome. I hope you enjoy the show. I love painting minis, and I am by no means an expert in painting minis, but I am willing to answer any questions you may have. And if you like what I do, would like support, then you could always just follow me here on Twitch, or you could also check out my works over on Instagram, which is Rosario Rivas Art. I paint a lot of minis. I even do commissions for painting miniatures. So if that's something you're interested in, then please feel free to hit me up on Instagram. And Beto Taco says, I also paint miniatures and I like Warhammer 40k, but I don't play it. I love to paint the models. Ooh, nice. I love painting the models too. I barely play either, so I'm right there with you. Who do you like to paint? And Besto Taco 21 also subscribed. Thank you very much, Besto Taco. Really appreciate it. And for that, I'm gonna go ahead and play something here. Yeah, I want to play this.
From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I craved the strength and certainty of steel. I aspired to the purity of the blessed machine. Your kind cling to your flesh, as if it will not decay and fail you. One day the crude biomass that you call the temple will wither, and you will beg my kind to save you. But I am already saved. For the machine is immortal. Even in death, I serve the Omnissiah.
I love Mechanicus, by the way. Mesto Taco says, I'm sorry, but I like heresy. I print my models, haha. Hey, no worries with, I have no issues with people who paint 3D printed models. I don't have my own 3D printer, but I have worked with 3D printed models before. If you look through my Instagram page, you'll see quite a few. But what have you been printing? There's even a few other followers here on my Twitch channel that print models. I know that Seabass prints his own models. And I know that Headphone Actor is trying to get some stuff printed himself. And Besto Taco says, I printed some Trench Crusader minis. Oh, very nice. And he says, and I'm painting a model right now. Is it that you got the Trench Pilgrims, or do you have like a different faction? Also, like I mentioned, Headphone Actor, he really likes Trench Crusade too, and he's getting some stuff printed. So yeah, do you have another fellow Trench Crusade, a lover in this chat? I actually would like to paint some Trench Crusade at some point, but I'm not quite sure what I would want to paint yet. I'm trying to think of an idea for a Trench Crusade, I guess warband. I'm not sure what they call it. But right now my idea is still in its nascent stages. But yeah, you also said, and I'm painting a model right now. What are you painting? I'm not sure if I asked that. And for those of you who don't know, Trench Crusade is actually a new war game that's coming up by the makers of Mordheim. And it's set in a very grim, dark, alternate reality of World War I. And Visa said they're still just putting out teasers, but you might find some valuable bits/models from DACA's upcoming Conquistador Trench Band. Yeah, I've been seeing that. I don't know what exactly. I've only seen like some of their concept art, but I haven't seen what models they're coming out with just yet. I'm actually looking forward to that. And then I have Stratus saying Trench Programs equals Knight Templar equals Black Templars. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would say they're more akin to, because it's not exactly Black Templars, or should I say, yeah, it's not exactly Black Templars, because they're not superhuman. You have some superhuman models, but primarily it's just like regular guys. I would just say very devout Imperial Guard. Almost like a, loyalist, cultist, I would say. And the Headphone Actor says, yeah, I'm gonna be getting my Trench Crusade models tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, so see, there you go. You got other fellow Trench Crusaders in the chat. And we have a first-time chatter saying, which is Ragion Layward, saying, I was just looking at a lot of Trench Crusade. Also, watch a painting. Looks like chaos. Well, welcome, Ragion. My name is Rosario Rivas. I am an interrogator and attaché to Milady Inquisitor Markham of the Order Hereticus, and this is Looking Cute and Painting Minis. Yeah, we just chill here and paint some miniatures while listening to some calming vibes and chat about nerdy things. And as to what I'm painting, yes, it is chaos related. This is Vilitch the Curseling. It's originally from Age of Sigmar, and he is one of the disciples of Tzeentch. And this model specifically was part of the Forge World, or the, I think what they call casted resin models. They had decided to make a plastic version of it, which I thought was very much inferior to this one. So I went ahead and bought this one before it was gone. But because I'm more of a fan of Warhammer 40k, I decided to kitbash him into becoming a Chaos Space Marine. So what I did was I sliced off part of the arm here, where he originally had a mace in that hand, and added a plasma pistol, and then gave him a Thousand Sons backpack. And then Besto Taco sings, I'm painting a Helm Knight from Court to the Seven-Headed Serpent. Most of the big guys with all the armor, right? But they're a little slender, right? And then Strata says, Trench programs equals Sabaton. Yeah, exactly. Headphone says, very nice, Taco. I wanted to get the Plague Knight. Mosquito Man looked cool. Yeah, he does. He's got the big old, like, mosquito beak. Yeah, it looks pretty neat. Y Rantek diciendo, siempre creí que tu nombre era Rosarito Rivas, hasta ahora que lo dijiste 2 veces como Rosario Rivas. Sí, soy Rosario Rivas. Wintrick said, siempre, I always thought that your name was Rosarito Rivas. Up until now, that you said it twice as Rosario Rivas. And I told him, yeah, my name is Rosario Rivas. And we got Ragyal saying, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's why I couldn't recognize him. I was thinking, did he look more lighter? Yeah, they made him much slimmer and less beefy, and I didn't like it. And plus, he has much less of this really big pauldron. And I feel like the pose overall in that new version is lamer. And even though the sort of, not power sword, but I guess that chaos sword that he's got is just weaker in design overall, in my opinion. And then I have Region saying, I figured I'd listen while starting up my brother's Gaskell Thraka, or however you say it. Okay, Gaskell Thraka, yeah, he's the orc war boss, right? I think that's how you say it. There might be another name in there. I think it's Gaskell Magthraka, which is actually named after Margaret Thatcher, of all people. So if you know any bit of your British political history, you might know her name. And then we got Besto Taco saying, yeah, they look cool. And Hefwanacho saying, plastic designs feeling inferior to the cast resin design is something I feel. Krieg had the same fate. Yeah, we were talking about it. And but we were to find you some good heads. So if you like the old school Krieg design, definitely check out Tiny Legends. They're on Instagram. Bitsotako said, I think I had the STL to print. And then Regiel saying, agreed, it is inferior. And he also says, yeah, the Chosen of Gork and Mork. Yeah, for sure. Very fun character. I really liked their, should I say, his rivalry with, why am I drawing a blank on his name? That's gonna be killing me now. Varric. Yeah, oh, Yarrick, yeah, Yarrick. Sorry. Yeah, Yarrick. That's just saying they killed him off. And F1 Actor also said, yes, we did. Those Kriegs are godsend. I will always be in debt to you. Haha. Hey, you're welcome. I just like to share amazing art and 3D works and even STLs of other artists. So always keep an eye out on my page for that kind of stuff. Anybody here watch Storm and Bolter? There was an episode where they actually talk about the rivalry between Gaskell and Yarick, aka Old Baelai. As Stratus says, oh wait, hold on. Headphone Actor first said, almost home. Hope stream still running when I get home. Haha. Yeah, I'll still be running. I'll be running for another hour and 15 minutes. This hopefully won't take me that long to fully cover the model with all this Cantor blue by then. I would like to move on to other colors. And then Stratus says, it was awesome. Yeah, I know, right? Storm Bolter was actually really fun. You have a favorite episode? Mine was actually the Sisters of Battle one. Yeah, their episode was really good. I would say they're definitely my second favorite faction. Lore-wise, anyway. Number one being, of course, the Mechanicus. And then, like I said, second favorite, the Sisters of Battle. And Raging Layward, Ragion Layward says, oh, and I missed Stratus's one. It says, I was gonna say that. And he does a rolling laughing emoji. Well, I beat you to it. But there's a lot of good ones. I also like the Mechanicus one. And the Age of Sigmar one, which is like the Witch Hunters. That one's a good one. Then we got Ragion saying, I've only ever heard of Hammer and Bolter, but I normally digest lore through the books, even though the Heresy side that is a slog. Yeah, I've actually never read the Horus Heresy. I have a whole video on YouTube about it. So if you'd like to know more of my thoughts on it, I mean, I'm more than willing to share it here, but I made a video on it. I call it Rosario Rants. So I have a YouTube channel. You can check it out there. And then Besto Taco says, I like Tyranids. I baited one with Yoshi colors. Ha ha ha. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think I saw somebody painting Tyranids with various color schemes from like Mario games. Yoshi, I think, was one of them. And I even saw one that looked like Toad. You know, the little mushroom guy from Mario World and all the other Mario games. And then Besto Taco says, I want a Tyranids Yoshi army. Well, you're gonna have to hit me up on Instagram when you start painting those, because I would really like to see it.
Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was
Oh, Besto Taco says, I already follow you on IG. Oh, yeah, you have to let me know which one you are so that I don't get lost in the sauce there. And Betsuko said, and a Botan Mario and Luigi army. Oh, a Votan. Oh, that would actually be pretty good. And Betsuko says, my pick, it's a dog with that cap and glasses. I'll have to look it up then. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think we're getting a pretty good transition. And I'm feeling like we're getting close to being done. At least as far as this color is concerned. And then Bestotaco says, I'm not good at painting. I'm new in the hobby. I had like a year, but painting a mini like every 2 months. Hey, that's actually a pretty good start. I've only been painting for about 2 years. And the first year, I barely painted. I think I only painted actually 2 kill teams. That I kind of did like a batch paint job. But I've definitely learned a lot throughout this year that I've been painting as a streamer. So the constant practice and watching a lot of experts on YouTube has really helped a lot. I watch guys like Duncan Rose and Tabletop Time and Pete the Wargamer. I'd say those are the guys I usually follow on YouTube. Or tips and tricks on how to paint. 1 second here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a link to my YouTube channel since I was just discussing it a second ago. Greetings. But yeah, on my YouTube channel, you'll find all my old VODs, and you'll also see my new rant series, which is called Rosario Rants. I usually rant for about 5 to 10 minutes about several different topics. Right now, I got 2 videos out. One is newbies and Horus Heresy, and the other one is whether or not Horus Heresy is required reading. So if those are topics that interest you, then please feel free to check them out. And then Besto Tacos 21 says, my TikTok is full of painters and memes. Hey, can't blame me for that. And Headphone Extra says, that's my Instagram, lol. Yeah, mine too. I mostly just stay on Instagram. I don't actually follow TikTok. But then again, we see a lot of cross-pollination there. A lot of videos that come out on TikTok, you'll eventually find on Instagram. Or YouTube. And then we got Ragion saying, anyone want a free cat? Mine keeps drinking my water and attacking my brush. Well, if he's drinking your paint water, that might be a very sick cat coming soon. So try to keep the kitty away from the paint water. And then Headphone Actor says, yeah, same. Don't have TikTok. Okay, good. So I'm not alone here. All right, I think we're about done. Just make sure I get this pauldron here. It's pretty far up, so we're gonna get a lot of lighting. So I want to make sure that there's plenty and that I didn't miss any coloring of that pauldron, which is very likely to happen because I've been focusing entirely on the guy's armor. So it is possible I might have missed a couple of brushstrokes here and there on that pauldron and this vambrace. And we got Headphone Actor saying, I like to print my custom witch on a bigger scale to have her as a display piece, but gotta learn how to paint first, lol. Yeah. But I don't know, I guess Seabass gonna have to tell me, but I figure something bigger would be easier to paint, you know? I mean, because you can see the details of it better. And you can actually put more detail in. It's a little hard to put details on such tiny scale models. And we got Seabass saying, oh, 100%. Okay, good. I wasn't just talking out of my butt. Half-an actor says, okay, yeah, that makes sense, haha. Yeah, usually you'll see a lot of pro painters paint a lot of bigger models, just so that their work can really stand out. All their attention to detail. Besto Taco says, oh no, hold on, I missed a few. Seabass first says, so easier to paint hearts and reach spots. Besto Taco says, I think different because I asked to paint a big Ava 01 and it was difficult. I think Gundam might be a little different because, especially because it's so many machine parts, it's just a lot more to paint. But I could be wrong. So I'm looking at a lot of those Gundam models and just seem insane with detail. Metro Tackle 21 says, bigger, it means more shadows, mix of colors, and a lot of work. I prefer to paint minis, haha. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I guess I'll have to speak from experience at some point. I realize I've been forgetting this hand this entire time. So I gotta paint a little bit there. Alright, let's see how that hand is looking. Okay, I think we can finally leave this armor and move on to a different color. Just double checking, doing a little bit less brush strokes here and there. Rentrick dijo, yo sé que no tiene nada que ver con nada que ver, pero ¿viste Arcane? Sí, lo vi, me encantó Arcane. Prefiero la primera temporada a la segunda, pero la segunda no estuvo tan mala. Rentrick says, I know it has nothing to do with it, but have you seen Arcane? And I told him, yeah, of course. I loved Arcane, especially season 1. I thought season 2 wasn't as good as season 1, but it wasn't bad. Anybody else here watch Arcane? Any thoughts on Arcane as far as overall or the seasons? And Rentrick said, oh wait, sorry. Rentrick, ¿qué te parece de Arcane? ¿Y qué te parece de la primera o la segunda temporada? And the Semi-Rose says, I'm hoping to paint my first mini soon. I got a female dwarf glued together with a base coat on it. Just have to figure out how I want to paint it with color scheme I want to use, or should I say what color scheme I want to use, and find time to do it. Oh yeah, you should definitely get started on that. And if you need any help, just let me know on color schemes. There's plenty of existing army color schemes in the lore as far as the Leagues of Votann. So you should be able to, do just fine figuring that out. Yeah, just hit me up if you have any questions. And then Besto Taco says, your Spanish, it's awesome. Thank you. And Besto Taco says, Arcane, I love the art. Yeah, the art is amazing. I love how they do the effects. Y Rentrick dijo, voy a hacer los guantes de Vi, pero le tengo mucho miedo a la pintura. No te preocupes, siempre hay por algún sitio que tiene que empezar. Así que por lo menos empieza ahí. ¿Cómo que quiero hacer los guantes? Redrick said, I want to do the gloves of Vi, but I'm very much afraid of the paint. And I told him, hey, you don't have to be afraid of it. You always got to start somewhere. And then I asked kind of what he wants to do with it. Somebody Rose says, then thanks. You're welcome anytime. Redrick dijo, me gustaron mucho la segunda temporada, pero yo creo que me gustó más la segunda. Sí. ¿Y por qué te gustó más la segunda que la primera? Redrick said, I think I like the second, I think I like both seasons, but I like season 2 more. And I asked him, why is that? And then Ragion says, Arcane only reminds me that they butchered my boy Victor. I've heard that, yeah, he's very different in the game compared to the show. I am not well versed in League of Legends game lore, but I really enjoy what they did with the show. And digo, para cosplay voy a hacer los guantes en escala real. Qué chévere. Redrick said, for cosplay, I'm gonna make the gloves in real scale. And that's really cool. Sí, yo he visto mucha gente hacer los guantes. Eso, ¿cómo es que lo vas a hacer? ¿Lo vas a imprimir en 3D o tienes otra forma de hacerlo? And I told him, yeah, I've seen a lot of people who cosplay with those gloves and they make them. And then I asked him how he plans to do it, whether he plans to print it out in 3D or something. Then Headphone Actor says, made it home. Nice. I hope you can relax now that you're home. Then Strata says, don't play it. Yeah, I haven't played it either. I've never been big on MOBAs. The only MOBA I ever got into was Smite. And I just like the idea of playing all these gods from different mythologies. But then it started really, really bleeding my wallet dry. And I'm like, okay, I gotta stop. I just kept buying all these skins. So I'm like, no, I gotta stop. Rentrick dijo, me gustó, espérate, me decía, no. Rentrick dijo, me gustó el origen y desarrollo de Warwick. Ah, ok. Sí, eso fue bien interesante. Para mí no me gustó tanto porque como que yo pienso que pierde un poquito de la gravedad del momento cuando se murió Vander en la primera temporada. Por eso no me gustó tanto. Entendí lo que querían hacer, pero como que le quita el impacto de la primera temporada. Rentrick said, I like the origin and the development of Warwick. And I told him, oh, that's pretty cool. I personally wasn't a fan of it, mostly because I like the gravity of, or should I say the gravitas of the death of Vander in season 1. And I felt like him bringing him back as Warwick kind of detract a little bit from that gravitas. Then Rakion says, I agree with Stra. I escaped and never looked back. With Stra. Who's Stra? Oh, I'm knocking down my camera here. And then Seabass says season 2 was not bad, but it's ending on a more sober note than I think what most people were expecting. Yeah, and I haven't really seen the trailers for season, or should I say for the new show, the League of Legends shows. But it's going right into, or should I say more into the story of Mel, which I don't know how to feel about that. All right, I think I'm done with the Cantor Blue. Let's be done with this already. So now we are going to start using a Rackheart Flesh. And we're going to start painting the fleshy bits. Kind of sounded like an infomercial there. The fleshy bits. My personal take on season 2 is that I think they could have expanded a little bit more on a lot of the plot points there. I feel like you could have made maybe 2 or 3 seasons of just season 2. But I feel like they kind of wanted to rush into other spin-offs. So it's good, but not as good as it could have been. And Region says, I met Stratus in saying not to play, in saying to not play it. But it's kind of funny you traded Smite for Warhammer. Says, my brother burned $250 on Krieg box for me, and my pile of shame makes me cry when I look at them. Well, I traded it in, kind of. I feel like I get a lot more out of Warhammer, though. I feel like I was just being frustrated with Smite. But that's actually really cool of your brother. If you started painting it? Oh wait, no, you said my pile of shame makes me cry when I look at them. It's okay, we all have a pile of shame. Rentrick dijo, con goma Eva se me hace fácil y rápido. No sé por qué. Tengo algunas cosas que ya he hecho, pero la pintura se me hace que me queda grande para este proyecto. Ah, ok, así que vas a hacerlo con goma. Ah, okay, ahora entiendo. He says, Richard says, with Goma Eva, should I say, what do you call that? Putty. I think he's making it with putty. I'm not sure what Goma Eva is. It's a type of glue or a type of like, it's putty, I think. He says he can make it fast and easy. He doesn't know why, just that's how it works for him. He has a few things he's already made, but the paint is what makes it the project a really big one for him. And Stratus says, not me, I have a primed pilot. Yeah, at least that's something. Oh, and I don't want to miss out on this, but Headphone Actor subscribe. Thank you very much, Headphone Actor. Really appreciate your subscription. And then we got Ragion saying, I have to finish my World Eaters first. Then I'm gonna work on my guards since I got 1k points in them, not including the Creek, but right now I want to paint all our bosses for when we play with our friends. Oh, nice. What are you planning for your guard? And then Besto Taco says, Ava Foam. Thank you for that. I wasn't sure what Goma was. I knew it was kind of like a glue or like a... Because I know Goma also is used for like erasers, but I wasn't sure what I guess the English translation would be. So I really appreciate that, Besto Taco. And then Headphone Actor saying, it's always good to help out a homie. For sure. It's important to think of others. Alright, let's get down to brass tacks. We are working on Rackguard Flesh, and the same thing we've been doing for the Cantor Blue is what we plan to do with the Rackguard Flesh. So I'm gonna go ahead and shake up the paint a little bit, and we're gonna be staying on the size 0 gravity. Ragion says, for now I have a standard Cadia because they are the best guard, but eventually I'll pivot it to mechanized. Ooh. So you paint them just like the base colors? And for just a remark on the whole, the best guard thing, I'm not necessarily a fan of Cadia as a guard regiment. I think there's definitely more with more interesting designs. Like, I'm a big fan of the Vostroyan and the Valhallan. But the Vostroyan, I'm sorry, the Valhallan is primarily because of Caiaphas Cain. Definitely my favorite character in the guard. And then, I missed, I think, the few. Riggin says, I only have 1 Lehman Russ. That's definitely more than most people have. Then he went out to say, I don't know, I haven't thought about it, but I might paint the command squad special colors. Everything else might stay vanilla. Okay. Who are you planning for your leader units? And Hyphen Actor says we stand the leads. I can't even talk today. We stand the Steel Legion in this house. Oh yeah, for sure. He's a big fan of Steel Legion. Definitely underappreciated. Underappreciated, should I say. And then Region says, true, but the Battle of Cadia sold me. It was too interesting a book. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I definitely plan to make some... Well, I plan to use Cadian bodies for an idea I have for some Imperial Guardsmen. But I'm still really flushing that idea out too. I saw these really good heads from Tiny Legend Minis. That reminded me of a more futuristic look to the British uniforms in World War I, and I wanted to try that out. And Region says I have Lord Solar and Creed, but for now, but I'm not sure which one I'll pick for. For now, it's Solar. It's Lord Solar. Okay, yeah, he looks pretty neat. I don't know if you've seen, but I think it was Pete the Wargamer did a really good kitbashed of the Lord Solar to look like Yarrick. So I definitely recommend that if you really like Yarrick as a character and would like to bring him back. And then Region says, I will forever hate GW for the transgression of killing one of the best guard. Yeah, it's such a shame, really. Especially because he had such a great rivalry with Gaskell. And then Region subscribed. Thank you very much, Region, for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Hold on, I feel like there's been a lot of subscription here. I gotta put down the show here. Let's go ahead and do some more of the weakness of flesh. Oh no, let me try something a little different here. I'll go with this one. And Ragyal says, also forgot I had this, but never used it, so you can have it. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Hope you definitely enjoy the show and continue to come. It's been fun talking to you. Right now, we're trying to be a little bit careful with this painting process because we definitely have the feathers here. We don't want to sort of splash on that. So we're trying to stick primarily to the skin parts of the model. Renzo dijo, ya me tengo que ir a misa. Te veo la próxima. Pues gracias por venir y que disfrutes la misa. Y sí, nos vemos la próxima. Cuídate. Metric says, yeah, I have to go to Mass. I'll see you the next one. And I'm like, oh, yeah, thanks for coming. And I hope you enjoy Mass. And hopefully I'll see you next week. And then Region asks, do you prime with airbrush or rattle cans? Rattle cans. I definitely prime with rattle cans. I've bought the Citadel spray cans. I currently have Chaos Black and Lead Belcher. Hickathon says, wish I could stay here longer, Rosario, and chat, but gotta head off to family for Lunar New Year here. Oh, well, hey, thank you for coming, and I hope you had a good time. And I hope you enjoy your time with your family. Man, hopefully I'll see you next week. Take care, okay? And Hecatone said it's a hot day here. It's around 34 Celsius here. Oh yeah, that sounds pretty bad. So it's gonna be sweltering. Well, hey, put on plenty of sunblock. And drink a lot of water. You don't want to dehydrate. Yeah, I just made my first little blunder. Got a bit of that Rackard flesh on the helmet. Hopefully we'll be able to fix that. Oh, there's another one. And Besotako says, I feel uninspired with this Trench Crusader night. I'm sorry to hear that. Why do you feel uninspired? What's going on? What are you trying to do? Then Raikion said, did you try putting him in a trench? Yeah. Besotako says, I want this red knight, but I don't know, I want this red knight, but I don't know, I don't feel it, haha. Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, there's just something I feel like difficult about the Trench Crusade, maybe mostly due to its grim dark aesthetic. I feel like there's not a lot of room for creativity just yet. And then Best Otaku says, that's a good idea. I think I need more paint here. Ragion says, this is the part where I regret my life choices. Why is Thraka's skin so hard to get to? Like, why, GW? Yeah. Sometimes trying to get into those, like, hard-to-reach areas, and later in the paint process, can be quite the pain. Be kind of like what I'm dealing with right now with this one. And, you know, accidentally painting the helmet. Sometimes you gotta roll with the punches. Feel like the skin's coming in a little blotchy. Hopefully I can smooth that out a little bit. Okay, I think I'm removing a lot of the flotchiness of the skin. So I think it's looking a little bit better now. So Regan, how is it you're painting Gasco? Are you painting him traditional, or are you doing something different with him? Regan says, my brother wants it traditional, and I actually like his traditional setup too. Yeah, traditional is not bad. Guess for me, I always find it more interesting when you kitbash it or you do something new with the color scheme. But again, that's just me. I have no problem with original color. In fact, I'm planning to paint, or at least I'm trying to paint Vilitch in a more traditional color. Of course, the main thing that's different is the fact that he's for 40k, not for Sigmar. But, you know, sometimes the original color scheme is a great color scheme. Like, for instance, I also have, Garadron overlords, and I like painting them in their original color set. The Baraknar, I forget what they call that, cast maybe? But yeah, the people for the mercenaries from Baraknar. So it's like their home city, I guess, because there's all flying cities. Then Region says, I was thinking of painting him with a school bus armor, but my brother said he'd kill me. That would actually be kind of fun. And then that would make him, what do they call, Bad Moons? Bad Moons are all yellow, so... Regia says, I would have liked, sorry, let me rephrase that. Yeah, I was gonna hang stop signs and the bus arm. I'm guessing on the bus arm. Yeah, that would actually be kind of fun. I would actually like to see that. And Regia said it would have been glorious. Yeah, for sure. It does sound like a fun idea. This one I think Warhammer currently has. It's not that it's always going to be the case. But it currently has over a lot of other war games. It's because it's been here longer and there's so much more as far as lore that it lends itself a little bit more to creativity. Region says, yeah, I agree. I'm going to paint my nids the color of Bahamut from Grand Blue Fantasy and say it's a rogue fleet like One Eye. Ooh, nice. Yeah, you have to show me once you get started on that. Hayes, I think you meant Grand Blue Fantasy, GBF. And then Region says it's nice you can paint or bash various things. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you very much make them your own, make them unique. There's that much more personality, I believe, when you've made them your own, when you've kitbashed them together, when you put a different head than the one that normally goes on there. And Regan says, I did in fact. I should be doing Guild Wars right now, but I'm running away. What do you mean you should be doing Guild Wars right now, but you're running away? I don't get what you mean there. As in Guild Wars 4 Grand Blue Fantasy? I've actually never played the phone game. I've only ever played the fighting game, which was definitely a lot of fun, but I didn't really enjoy the campaign mode. I thought the campaign was kind of lame, but the versus mode was very fun. A lot of cool characters. Looks like this is gonna be another two-color day. And Besto Taco said, I kinda kitbashed / print an obsidian jaguar. Ooh, what is that? What is an obsidian jaguar? I mean, I know what obsidian is, and I know what a jaguar is. But what is an obsidian jaguar? Region Leeward said, it's the game's PvP event at Grapple Fantasy, where both crews rate to get points, and we topped very high, but it's an element I'm not good at, so I'm hiding and painting. Hey, at least you know your strengths. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you don't find enjoyment in that, then I mean, why put yourself through that? Mr. Taco says they are Ultramarines. Oh, I'm guessing one of the chapters of Ultramarines? Ah, cool. What color are they? I'm guessing black because obsidian? And then Besto Taco said they are black. The one I made is in my IG. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up. You said you have a dog with glasses on yours, right? Do you call yourself Besto Taco also on that one? Or do you have a different name? And you said it's Enrique Ro 21. Okay, I'll have to look it up. And Besto Taco says that's my IG. Okay, I figured. Yeah, I'll look you up once I'm done for today. Which I say should be pretty soon. We got about 7 more minutes. Then Headphone Actress says, Minnie is looking great so far. Hey, thank you, thank you. Let's see. And then Region says, he does look really good. What are you going to base him with? Basic is actually one of my weak points as far as minis. I'm not a big fan of actually basing in general. So I usually go with a very standard, just like dirty ground look. Like dirt, sort of sandy a little bit. I use Strickland mud and some other sort of khakis like sandy dust and whatnot to layer on top until he has a nice sort of dirt base. That's usually what I go with. And Reggie says it's nice that this happened on Sunday night at the church. I finally had something to listen to while I take 500 years to paint 2 inches of paint. I feel your pain. That's exactly what I'm doing. I mean, it's taken me 2 hours to do 2 colors. But yeah, it's every Sunday at 7 p.m. EST. Usually, if I ever deviate from that time, I'll let you know on either my Instagram or my YouTube channel in some kind of video. But that's usually my hours. Check into another quick once over before we start trying to find who can raid today. I guess if only I could convince my boss to give me those hours. Which hours? Oh, the 500 years? Yeah, volley. Yeah, unfortunately, minis don't pay for themselves. Okay, and I think there's where we're gonna call it. So yeah, today what we primarily painted was Cantor Blue on the armor and a record flesh on the flesh. And again, we were very gingerly with our painting. We made sure that the paint was nice and watered down, so we can give it several coats and not make it look too thick as far as the as when we the paint starts drying up. Because sometimes if you put too much paint, it'll cake on and you'll have these like paint streaks on the model. You want to avoid that. And Besto Taco says, I like the blue color. Well, I'm glad you're liking how it's turning out. We're definitely going to go with a more teal color, but right now, like I said, we're kind of layering on colors. So a little bit more shadows are visible and a lot more highlights we're going to be using. But yeah, let's see who we can raid today. Uh-huh. So currently, there are a few people that I follow streaming. But let's keep the Warhammer streak going, and we'll follow Aurelia Tempestus. She's currently playing a Dawn of War. Warhammer 40k Dawn of War. Looks like the first one. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit start the raid. Oh wait, I guess we can't raid her right now. I guess so much for that. Okay, let's try somebody else. We'll go ahead and follow then another VTuber. Her name is Zombie Pandemic. She's currently playing... looks like some MMO. I think she's playing Power World. Yeah, I think she's playing Power World. So we're gonna go ahead and raid her. Okay, let me see here. I pull up chat, just make sure I'm not missing anything. So yeah, everyone, it's been a pleasure painting with you. Again, if you like what I do and would like to support, then please feel free to follow me on Instagram at Rosario Rivas Art. And if you'd like to see more of my previous works, some of my older VODs or some of the other content that I make, then check out my YouTube channel, which is also my Rosario Rivas Art. And if you'd like to support, then you can always subscribe, or you could even check out my Ko-Fi and make a one-time donation, which is also at Rosario US Art. So anyway, it's been such a pleasure hanging out with you guys. Ragion, thank you for coming. Thank you, Besto Taco. Thank you, Visa. Thank you, Seabass. Thank you, 7A Rose. And everybody else, Renrick. Yeah, it's just been so much fun chatting with you guys. So please take care and have a good week, okay? And Hefo Actor, you too. It's been fun talking to you. You guys take care, okay? And I will see you on the next one. This was Rosario Rivas, and I'm sending out from the Grim Dark Future. Bye-bye!
I'm waiting
Oh,
for
I see an egg.